What are the things you would have liked to know about feeding your child before you left the NICU?
That it's okay if she takes a little over the 30-minute mark, as long as she's eating and she's not like, because they told me once it's 30 minutes are up, then 30 minutes are up. That's it. No more feeding her. But I would have liked to know that if she was still eating a little bit more, she could have went over that mark a little bit, as long as she was, pacing. If it was taking her that long because of pacing, not because she was falling asleep, but just because she needed the self-pacing a lot. But it was my understanding that once her 30 minutes are up, even if she's still willing to eat, I have to stop her. So I would have like, there's some wiggle room to that rule where it's not forcefully that she has to finish within that 30-minute mark.
When we got home, he was having a lot of the reflux really, spiked, and it was very rough on, I guess, him. He was just he would see a bottle and he would just cry and just be turning his head. He didn't want that. It was so hard for him. And then we would be every 3 hours trying and trying and trying. So he would get exhausted and he would get tired too. So we tried, we would try, and we had a nurse come in to kind of do weekly weights, and at that point he would gain very little or not even gain anything at all. So we were just extremely concerned, because we know that at that age, at that time, growth and nutrition and is extremely important for them. So we were concerned. We were definitely concerned that, he wasn't eating anymore. He wasn't even tolerating. He wouldn't be able to finish a whole bottle anymore, not even half a bottle. Nope. So and then we wouldn't want to traumatize him. We wouldn't want to give him a negative experience over a bottle. So we would just proceed with the NG feedings, and then the reflux would come up and the tube would come out. So we were definitely stressed. We were definitely worried for him. We want what's best for our child, and if, we knew that something wasn't right, we weren't helping him in any way like that. So we had our appointment with our developmental doctor from the Premier Clinic, and she just really helped us push forward with the G-tube. She really reached out to the RGI and was like, hey, can you see them a little earlier? This, he's not gaining any weight. So we moved forward, and we met up with the GI, and he was able to call our surgeon really good, and we were able to get it situated fairly quickly, and they were all really great as far as the whole process and stuff, and we were extremely happy afterwards. Whenever he's ready, don't force it on him. For sure. Like, as parents, you stress because they tell you he needs to eat, he needs to eat, and that stress brings it to you. So you might project that to your child too, like, you need to eat, so definitely just a little bit more tips and things as to, it's okay, if he doesn't do it, he's going to do it calm. And if you're calm, then he's going to be calm, and give him those positive experiences with feeding wise. We don't want him to get any negative experiences whatsoever. So, what are we going to be able to do? Can he take a bath? Can you do a tummy time? Is it going to hurt him? Is he going to pull it? Or is he going to, are we going to be able to clean it well and maintain it and do all the, need care that we have? Like, yes, in the NICU we had the NG and we had nurses there, doctors to help us along the way. We weren't sure about something, but here at home it was us. Yeah. It was us. I guess that was the main concern, is like, okay, what happens if this and what happens if that?
Mine was, what if he pulls it out? Yeah. What if I pulled it out? If I accidentally get snagged on something, right, and it tugs him and hurts him and rips it out, that was my biggest concern. And now, no, that's fun.
He experienced a lot of leakage from the G-tube. I don't know if it came from him just being overactive or just, I don't know. We like, no one knows why the leakage happened so much. It was just to the point where his onesies and everything would get just super soaked, and we were constantly changing onesies, every day. So I guess that they would have informed us about that part. We did go through 5 G tubes in about a month and a half just because they failed. I don't know if that was a manufacturing issue. They were just duds, but the balloon just like burst and like it didn't have any water in it, and so it would just fall out. So there were times where I had to take them in to have it switched, or I had to do it myself.